What do soldiers eat when they're in the field, far from home? The nutrition of military personnel is crucial, not just for survival, but to keep them strong and ready for any mission. In this video, we'll take you behind the scenes to explore how armed forces around the world, from the US to Europe, design strict and scientific meal plans. From high-energy rations to festive feasts on holidays, discover what it really takes to fuel the troops and ensure they stay at their best, no matter where their duties take them. Stay tuned! Proper nutrition is essential, not only for soldiers to have the strength to fight, but also to promote better health for civilians. In World War II, nutrition has become a science, and the U.S. Army's Quartermaster Corps uses this science to plan meals. To make sure soldiers got all the vitamins they needed, the Army started baking bread with special vitamin-enriched flour. Back in the U.S., getting fresh food was easy. Army cooks followed menus created by top nutritionists in Washington. The Army bought massive amounts of fruits, vegetables, milk, eggs, and nearly a pound of meat per soldier every day. Soybeans became a star ingredient. Once ignored, they were turned into flour to make stronger foods. When soldiers were far from any kitchen, they carried their own meals, called emergency rations. These small packages held meat, soup, coffee, candy, and more. They were light enough to carry but packed with energy. For paratroopers and fast-moving troops, the Army created something even smaller, the famous K-ration. When the Army asked companies to help build this new food system, many jumped in right away. One chewing gum company even built an assembly line using bicycle chains to help pack K-rations. It held a full day's food in a tiny box that weighed only 2 pounds. These meals worked in every climate, from hot jungles to freezing snow. Colonel Roland Isker and his team made sure each part of the K-ration was healthy and tasty. Even the biscuits, made with soybeans, were tested to be just right. But when soldiers went overseas, things got tougher. Shipping fresh food across oceans was a big challenge. So the Army got creative. Meat was canned or dried. Other foods were dehydrated. Water was removed to make them lighter and smaller, which saved space on ships. Later, water could be added back before cooking. In the military of developed countries such as the United States, Canada, and many European nations, soldiers' nutrition is planned with great precision and scientific care. A single soldier can burn between 3,000 to 4,500 calories per day, depending on the environment and the nature of their mission. At military bases, nutrition experts design detailed meal plans tailored to specific conditions and mission requirements. For example, in the US and Canada, many bases follow a 14-day meal cycle with carefully pre-planned dishes to avoid repetition and boredom. Soldiers are not only required to eat the right foods, but also to eat them the right way. They must have all their meals, avoid skipping them, limit sweets and carbonated drinks, and stay well hydrated to maintain good physical condition. In the military, nutrition is not just about filling the stomach. It plays a vital role in maintaining morale, strengthening immunity, and ensuring every soldier is physically and mentally ready to complete their mission at their best. So, what do soldiers eat when they're carrying out missions in remote or dangerous locations? They can't always rely on traditional kitchens or nearby facilities. And that's where the Army's mobile kitchen plays a critical role. A mobile kitchen, officially known as a mobile kitchen trailer, MKT, is like a fully functional kitchen on wheels. It's a specially designed trailer that can be towed by military vehicles and deployed almost anywhere, from isolated mountain regions to active combat zones. Each MKT is equipped with everything needed to prepare hot, fresh, and nutritious meals, including ovens, burners, griddles, sinks, refrigeration units, and sanitation stations. During large-scale military exercises, such as CLEX, Combat Logistics Exercise, at North Carolina, food service soldiers from different units work together to operate 4 mobile kitchen trailers. Their mission: to feed over 1,100 troops per meal, 3 times a day. These dedicated soldiers start their day as early as 2 a.m., preparing breakfast before the rest of the camp is awake. They continue cooking, serving, and cleaning until around 9 p.m. In field environments, everything must be done efficiently and hygienically, even without the luxuries of a permanent kitchen. Have you ever seen a leg of ham hanging in a Spanish bar and wondered what makes it so special? That's jamón ibérico, Spain's world-famous dry-cured ham made from a rare breed of black Iberian pigs. What sets it apart is the unique marbling of fat within the meat, thanks to the pig's acorn-rich diet and natural lifestyle. It's not just food, it's an art form, aged for years to develop deep flavor, rich aroma, and melt-in-the-mouth texture. In this video, we'll take you inside the fascinating journey of how this culinary treasure is made. After reaching about 50 kilograms, the pigs move to the dehesa, an open oak woodland unique to the Iberian Peninsula. Here, nature plays its part. The pigs roam freely, foraging on acorns, pelotas, from holm and cork oaks, along with wild herbs and grasses. This phase, called montanera, is the soul of the Iberico ham. Each pig consumes around 8 kilograms of acorns and 3 kilograms of natural forage daily. The acorns, rich in sugars and healthy fats, are what give the ham its signature sweetness, aroma, and melt-in-your-mouth texture. The longer the pigs eat nothing but acorns, the better the final quality of the ham. The ham then enters a settling stage of 35 to 45 days in a cool, humid environment to balance the salt throughout the muscle. Afterward, it's moved to a natural drying room where it stays for several months. In the first stage, temperatures range from 6 degrees Celsius to 16 degrees Celsius. Later, they rise to 30 degrees Celsius. Humidity is adjusted as well. The drying rooms have large windows that are opened and closed by hand, allowing the mountain air to flow through. an old technique that's still practiced today. Once the pigs reach approximately 160 kilograms, they are humanely slaughtered. The back legs are chosen to become hams, while the front legs become palatillas. Every detail matters. Legs are trimmed in a precise rounded cut, about 5 centimeters below the bone. Excess fat and tissue are removed, and the legs are massaged from the inside out, without trapped blood. When the fresh pork legs arrive, they are placed in equalization chambers at 1 to 4 degrees Celsius so that all legs reach the same internal temperature before salting. Next, each leg is buried in sea salt, 1 day for every kilogram of meat. The salt draws out moisture and begins the preservation process. Temperature and humidity are carefully monitored, 0 to 5 degrees Celsius and 70 to 90% humidity. Once salted, the legs are washed and massaged again to remove excess salt and any remaining blood. Iberico ham has a rich history dating back to the 15th and 16th centuries, when it was first produced in the Candelario region of Salamanca, and believed to be served to Spanish royalty. By the 19th century, ham production had expanded to other areas. Originally, Iberian pork was a humble food for farm workers, and ham legs weren't highly prized due to their small size. But as Spain's economy improved in the late 20th century, demand for ham surged. To meet this, Iberian pigs were crossbred with Duroc Jersey pigs, producing larger hams that matured faster. Today, pigs used for Iberico ham are classified as 100%, 75%, or 50% Iberian, reflecting a blend of tradition and innovation in Spanish gastronomy. For many generations, this ham maker's family has been perfecting the skill of making Iberico ham. It's a tradition that takes time, care, and a deep respect for nature. Everything starts with a special type of pig. The process begins with carefully chosen mother pigs. After being pregnant for about 3.5 months, they give birth to piglets that weigh less than 1 kilogram. In their first weeks, the piglets drink only their mother's milk and quickly learn to recognize her voice. When they stop nursing, they start eating grains and dried beans, helping them grow strong bones and muscles for the next part of their journey. Specialists frequently monitor each piece, and before it's deemed ready, a traditional cala test is performed. An awl made of cow bone is inserted into the ham and brought to the nose. Only an expert nose can tell whether it's time. This is where time works its magic. Over 2 to 4 years, the ham rests in dark, silent bodegas, cellars. Some producers apply a thin layer of lard or olive oil on the surface to regulate moisture and protect the meat. Inside, the fat slowly melts into the muscle fibers, enriching the texture and developing a complex flavor profile. During this stage, the ham undergoes enzymatic and biochemical transformations. These changes deepen the aroma, color, and taste. Do troops get tired of eating the same meals over and over again? The answer is yes. Many service members can feel bored or unmotivated if they have to eat a fixed menu every day. That's why the dining facility at Ellsworth Air Force Base is special. Unlike most bases that follow the same 14-day meal cycle, Ellsworth is part of the Food Transformation Initiative, FTI, which allows for a more exciting and flexible dining experience. Troops can pick from a variety of options, like the Mongolian grill where they choose their own ingredients, the You Choose station for customized meals, deli-style sandwiches, or classic hot entrees. On major holidays like Thanksgiving, the military, especially in the United States, goes to great lengths to create a warm, home-like atmosphere for its service members. Holiday meals are carefully and thoughtfully prepared to honor the spirit of unity and gratitude. Instead of the usual standard menu, soldiers are treated to traditional holiday dishes such as roasted turkey, stuffing, mashed sweet potatoes, cranberry sauce, and tempting desserts. Military cooks decorate the dining facilities with festive themes, bringing a cheerful and cozy vibe to the space. Notably, on such occasions, many high-ranking officers personally take on the role of serving food to the troops as a gesture of respect and appreciation. Than just food. It's a symbol of Spanish culture and craftsmanship. The best Iberico hams have deep red meat, streaks of buttery fat, a delicate aroma, and a flavor that lingers on the tongue. It is a product of nature, patience, and centuries-old knowledge passed down through generations. Once selected, each ham is cleaned, and any excess fat or mold on the surface is gently removed. Then it is either vacuum sealed or wrapped in breathable waxed paper and cloth, depending on the producer's tradition and the type of ham. In Spain, the art of slicing Iberico ham is taken very seriously. It's not just about cutting meat. It's a performance that combines precision, tradition, and respect for the product. That's why professional ham cutting competitions are held regularly across the country. These events bring together the best cortadores de jamón, ham carvers, who are judged on their skill, technique, speed, presentation, and how much meat they can extract from the ham with minimal waste.